Texas weather discussion video for Friday, the 5th of October. I'm Donovan Neal. Summer like weather continues today, but evidence of change begins tomorrow. So here's the upper air look across the nation, across the continental United States this morning. You can see that upper meter high still very persistent and staying in the deep south. While meanwhile, we have a trough to our northwest that'll be moving east in the next few days around the nation. And in between that, we have a surface front that's producing a huge thermal contrast from 70 or 70, 75 degrees down here in southern Texas to below freezing in North Dakota. And hopefully, what we're hoping is that we'll pick up some of that cooler air as we get into the middle of October. Take a look across the watch warning map. We have a few flash flood watches in effect for parts of Chicago and Iowa and Wisconsin. Other than that, things pretty quiet this morning. On the convective outlooks, we have a marginal risk for severe storms for parts of for east of El Paso, Texas, stretches all the way down to Detroit, Michigan, and surrounding that, we have a standard slight risk in effect for parts of the Texas Panhandle, extending up towards near Topeka, Kansas. On day two, we have a marginal risk for severe storms for, again, east of El Paso through central Oklahoma. And then we have another marginal risk in effect for from around from the Great Lakes to western New York State. And down here in North Texas, we are solidly in the green, which means we'll have a risk of thunder, but no organized severe weather is expected. And on pretty much the same thing on day three, except we add a standard slight risk for parts of eastern New Mexico. And on day four, which is Monday, we do introduce a risk of severe weather, which covers pretty much all of West Texas and the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles and parts of western Oklahoma near Woodward. And we'll have more details later once the forecast gets refined. But supercells with the potential tornadoes will be possible for that day as well. So we'll have to keep a close eye on this. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days, valid through Friday morning of next week. Heavier totals remain, of course, in the southern and central plains. Amounts down here 2 to 3 inches or greater for much of North Texas. And again, that's anything that we see Saturday through the middle of next week, through Wednesday. On the tropics, we have Tropical Storm Leslie, which weakened to a tropical storm last night. Maximum sustained winds 65. It should stay a tropical storm for the next several days as it continues its journey to the northwest. As it continues its journey to the west southwest, far away from land. And we're watching this storm. We're watching this storm near the Yucatan Peninsula. The NHC now gives it a medium chance, 60% chance of developing during the next 5 days. And we'll just have to watch this very closely as this produces lots of heavy rain through the Yucatan Peninsula into the southern Gulf. So let's go on to the model output. This is the 06Z run of the GFS, followed this afternoon at 1 o'clock. You can see our upper pattern doesn't really change much. Upper meter high down here in the deep south. Trough just to the east, just to the west of us, and down here it'll be more like a summer day. Highs will be in the upper 90s. Highs will be in the upper 80s with mostly sunny skies. And here's Saturday as the weekend begins. You can see that 1026 millibar high pushes down a cold front and pushes down a cold front down to the south. It doesn't quite make it towards North Texas, but it'll make it far enough south. We'll mention the chance of a few scattered showers during the afternoon hours. Again, highs will be in the mid 80s by this point. And by Sunday, moisture starts to increase, so we'll mention a better chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Again, highs will be in the mid 80s. Highs will be in the mid 80s, but better coverage will be near West Texas and the Texas Panhandle, where they have that severe weather risk defined. And here's Monday of next week. You can see that 994 millibar high near Denver, Colorado. Big snows for parts of the Rockies, and even even a severe weather look for parts of for that area highlighted in West Texas and the Texas Panhandle and western Oklahoma. We'll still mention the chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms by Monday. Highs will be in the low 80s. And I say the best chance of a spot getting wet is in the 50-50 bracket at this point by Monday. And by Tuesday, moisture drastically increases. It remains to be seen whether or not this will be a potential severe weather look or not. But we'll mention the chance of a few strong thunderstorms within the mix. This will be our best chance of rain out of out of all the days, with around 70 to 80% chance of a spot getting wet. Highs will be in the upper 70s to low 80s. And Wednesday, after Wednesday morning, things start to clear out, starts to move to the east with a upper high developing in the Central Plains. Highs will be in the low 80s once again. Same thing on Thursday. In a week from today, Friday the 12th of October, very, very deep trough across in the just to the west of us, and it wants to bring a 987 millibar high, just to the northwest of us, with rain, with lots of rain and near blizzard conditions for parts of Colorado and parts of the high plains. But like I said before, this is the GFS, so we'll believe it when we see it. Here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Sunday the 14th. We have troughing just to the north of us. Down here we stay dry. And here are the numbers coming off of the GFS ensemble. Once the cold front comes through, we'll mention a slow downward trend in temperatures as we get into towards the middle of October. Then, between Saturday and Sunday, October 13th and 14th, temperatures do start to plummet with highs only reaching the mid to upper 60s and lows reaching down as low as the upper 40s in some places. Wow, and that'll feel much like fall. I keep telling people that fall is coming. We're just down here in the deep south. We just have to wait a little while. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. My next video here will be posted at around 7 a.m. Monday morning. Jonathan Williams should have blog updates and graphics all throughout this weekend. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and Godspeed.